Hey guys, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be showing y'all my leg day workout. So I'm trying to get my breathing all together, get myself together, because first off we're starting off with hip thrusts. So I like to do 4 sets of 12 for this, so it's pretty high volume. I believe the weight I was using at this time was about 201 pounds. So yeah, I just like to get myself situated, make sure my feet are shoulder width apart, toes pointed out, and then I just get straight into it. So my form honestly is probably a little iffy. I'm probably, I don't know, risking my back a little bit. I don't be realizing it until I go back and watch my stuff, but at the same time I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as far as hitting what I need to do, and my back doesn't hurt after this. So I don't know, y'all. But yeah, so right here I'm just adjusting myself, because sometimes it's easy to not be right in the center of the barbell, and that's one of the things about using free weight. And yeah, because I'm just like, bro, I'm tired. I'm trying to get myself together. So I wasn't done with this set yet, but I had to stop because I just got super duper, tired. So I'm finishing off the set. I think I added a couple more reps into it, because anytime I pause in between a set, like if I don't finish it, I like to try to add extra reps to make up for pausing. I don't think it's really necessary, but whatever. And then also on my last rep, I do like to do a 5-second hold just to add to that time under tension. I like to rest between like 2 and 3 minutes between my sets, especially for my heavy lifts like a hip thrust. So about 2 to 3 minutes, get myself together, get your breathing under control, because that's very important in lifting your weight and getting through it. You'll be surprised how breathing really does impact your lifting. So going back in for my second set, again, feet about shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider, toes pointed out. Again, we're doing that 5-second hold at the top, and each rep, I don't know if you guys noticed, but each rep I like to really just almost hold it for like a half a second just to make sure I'm completing the rep. And here I'm just adding 10 more pounds, because not that it wasn't heavy enough, but it probably just wasn't heavy enough for me. And if you watch my last vlog, you'll know that I like to put on lip gloss before a set, because it just, you just need to do it. All right, so I believe this is set 3. We're going in hot. Like I said, 12 good reps, holding a little bit at the top there to make sure that rep is complete. Alright, so now guys, first off, I'm putting on some wrist straps. If you know, you know. But now we're getting into some RDLs. So I do my RDLs right now with dumbbells. Yeah, so I do 3 sets of 10. And I was using 2 40s here, so 80 pounds. These can be very taxing, and these are kind of hard to master in a way, because obviously you want to go heavy enough for yourself, and then if you're not going heavy, you really won't feel it. And I'm pretty flexible, so when it comes to lowering that weight, I have to really go down to like my ankles to try to get that stretch in my glutes. So the biggest thing is just making sure you're pushing your hips back, not just lowering your top half. And I could tell that I probably could have engaged my lats a little more there, but yeah, biggest thing, pushing your hips back, lowering the weight until you feel that stretch in your glutes, and then pulling back up. I think there's debate whether or not you should squeeze at the top. I do, but whatever you feel like maintains that tension or gets you to feel that burn, do what you got to do. All right, so now guys, we are moving into deadlifts. So I believe, yeah, I did take some weight off of this. I used to be able to deadlift heavier than my hip thrust, and then something happened, and yeah. And then I recently, maybe the past month or so, had like a traumatic experience with deadlifting. I just could not get the bar up, so I just started to lift differently. But I think this clip was before that. But anyway, yeah, so I like to do 3 sets of 10 for these. Your form is obviously important in any lift you do, but yeah, deadlifts obviously as well, because you can really hurt yourself. Basically you just want to make sure your back is as neutral as you can get it, and you want to engage your lats and everything, and you don't want to overextend your back or hyperextend your back. So if you could see, first of all, I was about to pass out. I don't know about y'all, but when I deadlift, even probably sometimes when I hip thrust, but when I deadlift, babe, I be about to pass out. I be getting dizzy AF. So yeah, you want to make sure that you're not hyperextending your back. So I'm almost doing like a hip thrust standing up, if that makes sense. I'm just getting it right at that top part. So I did my little dancey dance, added 10 more pounds, and we're going back in. So again, neutral spine, don't hyperextend your back, and you just really want to control this movement. You want to make sure you're lifting from your legs, because obviously heavy lifts, it's easier to engage your back, and then your back is hurting. It's like a whole thing. You can really get injured, like I said. So, and I like to do like a sumo kind of deadlift ish. I mean, it's kind of sumo ish, but not really, but kind of. But yeah, so. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, so I do a mixed grip, so where one hand is facing one way and the other is facing another way. I believe it's like prorated versus super rated or something like that. But yeah, so I do a mixed grip. It's easier for me to carry heavier weight that way. So yeah. So now we're getting into glute extensions, also known as back extensions or hyperextensions. I do 3 sets of 10, but yeah, the reason why I call this a glute extension is because I'm not targeting my back, I'm targeting my glutes. So I like to pick up a weight when I do this, and you basically just want to, guys, I don't know what the freak that rep was. There's a couple reps that look really like weird in here, and I was like, what am I doing? But yeah, so you really just want to make sure you're lifting with your glutes. You want to make sure that you have the pads set to a level where you're not engaging your back as much as you're engaging your glutes. So you're going to feel this in your glutes and your hamstrings if you're doing it right, but you definitely need a good mind to muscle connection. But yeah, so like I said, I do 3 sets of 10. Sometimes I'll do a 4th set of just body weight, do like 10 to 15. No, hold on. I lied. I think sometimes I do like 10 to 15 of these. It really just depends on the day, I guess, and what I feel like doing. But yeah, you just want to make sure you're really just focusing on that mind to muscle. And also, rounding your back kind of helps you to target your glutes a little more. At least that's what the people say. So after I've done whatever I was doing on my phone, we're now moving into B stance hip thrust. So, and I do these with dumbbells. So this is a good unilateral movement to do. You don't want to just do all compound movements. You do want to do unilateral movements just to address muscle imbalances. So for me, for example, my left side, my left glute is not only weaker, but it's actually significantly smaller than my right glute. So I definitely like to do unilateral exercises to kind of address that imbalance. And one way I kind of address it as well is like on my right leg that I'm doing right now, I do 10 reps. So I do about like 3, or I think I was doing 4 sets at this time, 4 sets of 10 reps on my right leg, but then I would do 4 sets of 12 reps on my left leg. I just wanted to do more work to it because it's weaker and I wanted to, do more work, if that makes sense. So you just got to know where your body's weaknesses are, be training long enough to pay attention to these things and things like that. But yeah, so pretty straightforward. I just have, obviously my working leg is flat on the floor, and the leg that I'm not working on, I just have it just kind of on my heel, like that foot is on its heel, just literally just there for support. Sometimes I will use that leg to like drive the weight up, because I notice sometimes that does help me feel the burn a little more in the working glute, but you just kind of got to play around with that. But once again, this is that phase of when things are burning, you're tired, and it's just, you just over it. You know what I'm saying? But I like to feel like that in my workouts, because if my booty is not burning and the stuff that I'm doing, I really feel like I'm wasting my time. Oh, I forgot to say as well. So on my last rep, I do 3 pulses. So I'll get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'll do 1, 2, 3 quick pulses, because that also helps me feel the burn a little more. And it's another way to provide a new stimulus to your muscle. And now we're on the left leg, again, 4 sets. And this leg, I'm going to do 12 reps plus 3 pulses instead of the 10 reps. right, so now we're doing some hip abductions. I know this angle is not the angle. I know this is not exactly the best picture, but it kind of is because all you see is my legs. So I like to do 4 sets of like 10 to 15. Really just depends. No, I like to do 4 sets of 12 to 15. Pretty simple. Just put it on a weight that's not too heavy, but obviously you don't want an easy weight because when you do higher reps, you don't need to go too heavy, especially with these, with such an isolated exercise. So yeah, pretty straightforward exercise. All right, now to finish out my leg day, at least at that time. My leg days now are a little bit different. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see my updated routine. But I'm doing calf raises, so I like to do 3 sets of 20. I like to go pretty high reps with these, pretty heavy on the weight, enough to at least get through maybe 10 reps before really needing to stop and rest. But sometimes I'm able to get through all 20 and not rest until like the 2nd and 3rd set. But just do what works for you. I like to try to keep my knees pretty locked because it helps me just focus on the calves, and like not cheating the rep. I feel like when my legs start bending, I'm kind of cheating it and I don't realize it until I'm watching it back. So as you can see, I'm taking hella rest because them joints burn, but that's what you want. And if you know, your calves can be kind of hard to grow. So I just feel like you really want to focus on that contraction at the top and fully letting yourself lower your heels at the bottom to really just allow for that stretch. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Just a little mirror gym pick situation. But yeah, so let me know in the comments down below what other workouts you want to see from me, if you want to continue to see these type of workouts, because this is my first fitness related video on my channel. I did always know I wanted to do this, and now we're here. So yeah, just let me know if you guys like it, what all else you want to see from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.